So, before we get on to actually seeing the site again, I have an apology to make. So the first few minutes of this features two clips. Firstly, me when I was about here somewhere in the empty field pointing towards the grandstand, and secondly when I was by the grandstand pointing towards mostly high guard. And to my utter shame, I forgot to mention Brass Coast and the Imperial Orcs. I'm very sorry to both those nations, because all I mentioned talking about was Wintermark and High Guard. So my apologies, Imperial Orcs and Brass Coast. And now on with the video. So it's Sunday 7th of June, which means it's only a few days until the second Empire event held at Steeplechase. Here we have a load of what we call coffins, which have loads of equipment in. And then this is all the way down to the grandstand down there. So I think I'm trying to work out what field I'm in now. If I've got myself right, I think we're looking at, oh my, let's have a think about this. It's not Navarre. Navarre's over in that field over there. Is this Wintermark? Yes, this is Wintermark, isn't it? This is the Wintermark field, I think. Must be, yes. Tell me if I'm wrong. Anyway, you can see how far away it is, all the way down there. All the other nations kind of up there. God will be over there somewhere. This will be where the traders will be, I think. Anyway, just an empty field. This will be quite different in just a few days' time. See you then. I was so excited about pointing out the grandstand in the distance, I thought I would just come down and show it to you close up. And of course the beautiful, what I call the Sentinel Tower. And then all the way down to Wintermark, all the way down there, pretty sure it's Wintermark now, and God and the traders down there. And then up over there, you've got the central arena, that's High Guard, this side of the hedge, and then there's all the other nations over that side of the hedge. And then this was the road. This is the road out down past the two car parks, short stay and long stay car parks down there. So yes, grandstand and the beautiful Sentinel Tower. So it's now 9 PM Thursday. It's been raining for a couple of days on and off. So let's see what the site copes with now over the weekend when it's getting a bit warmer. You can see here this muddy bit here, which is the new extended bit of the roadway that was only put up recently. But this is the main track around. So down to here. So this is that's going back to the entrance that people come in, and then that's God over there. And then back over there, that's the Hall of Worlds over there. So this is Urzen there. So yeah, it's a little bit muddy right now. So hopefully it will get better throughout the weekend.
Usual, we really want to get.
I'm outside God. The queue are here waiting to get in on Thursday afternoon, and this is the current player queue. Here we go. Oh, here faster than I can do. Well, it's a little bit more pathetic as we get further down here, I feel. And then the queue goes down there somewhere. Go backwards. Yeah, it looks quite long. You're halfway, you're fine. And then we'll go back up here again. There we go. So it's going to open any minute. The blue caps are in there just having their last minute briefing from Adam and Erin, the two department heads. So yes, that's the God queue. It will go really, really quickly. Three, 2, 1, go. Well, I'm just going for 12 o'clock, the first new player meeting. So there's a whole load of new players in there at the moment, I think. And we see Sean Maguire's Skidmore giant bumpety army truck is currently right in the centre of the Central Arena. There's the Sodality chamber there. There's the library there, so I better get into that new player meeting. And get you in shot. So now I'm all kitted up because it's nearly 6 o'clock, so it's nearly time in. So I get to be my civil servant in the hub, helping citizens of the Empire being the great heroes that they are. So hopefully I shall get time to do some more clips later on. Might interview a few people if we're lucky. We'll see how things go. Right, better get into Anvil for time in. Okay, I'm back in the Central Arena. There's the hub with the 5 PM new player meeting going on. There's the Reggio, and just across from the Reggio is what I would call the Reggio ref tent. And inside the Reggio ref tent, we have, oh, most of the refs will just be, you don't want to be on the video? Oh, yeah, we have some refs here, there we go. And they've got, obviously, laptops so they can connect to the PD database with all of the information in. What else do you do here?
We answer general player queries on what they need to do. So if they needed to have access to, as you said, to the PD database, we can certainly do that. We also, I don't know.
But you're not. But
Bondings,
yeah.
directions. Yes.
Yeah, but you're not God is the important bit, aren't you?
We
You're not
we
blue
are
caps.
not God. They do.
If you need alchemy, like anything to do with player packs, things like that, best to go down to God for.
Excellent,
But
yes.
we can help you with any rituals,
Brilliant.
items, anything like that.
And where's the SFX desk? Is that over? It's over that way still. Oh, right, okay. Let's go and find the SFX desk. Right, we'll go over there. Thank you. So the SFX desk, which actually, oh, it's there. You can see it. It's the other side there. So yes, and then we've got oh my god, I know which ones we got. We got the Academy there for children. That looks like the Senate tent. I'm now confused as to what tent that tent is. Unless that's Military Council tent. Maybe that's Military Council tent. And then that's the Sodality's tent over to the left there. So there we go. I better get into this new player meeting. So it's just after 9 AM on Saturday morning. Behind me, the egregores and plot staff are having their morning meeting that they have, where they go through what each of the nations have been up to, what the players have been up to. So there you go, they're all in there having their meeting. So yes.
I mean, they're not wrong!
So it's 10:15, so 45 minutes before the players are going on the battlefield. These are the players that are monstering today, and then they'll be playing their characters tomorrow. So they're all being given profound decisions, masks and armour to monster for today's battle. At 11 o'clock in 45 minutes time, the players of the nations that are going on the battlefield today will go on there, and there'll be the big battle, and then it'll all reverse around tomorrow. So these players will play their characters, and the players that were playing their characters today will be monstering tomorrow. I hope that kind of makes sense. The important rule is, if you do the battlefield, the two big battles, then you've got a monster the one that you're not playing. It's a rule, okay? So what I forgot to mention in that last clip was that when they're playing the monsters, they're not just playing monsters, they are actually playing barbarian orcs most of the time, and there's actually a brief for what they play, so there's very consistency in our monstering. So if we come over here, we can see that over here is the briefing that they have to follow. So that's so the battle today is they're playing Druge. So they're not allowed to take prisoners, they don't loot, they don't execute, they don't torture. There's a whole lot of information about being a monster. If you can't monster for various reasons, there are often human roles that can be played if you can't wear a mask, and there's water carriers and there's other roles as well. But yeah, as I was saying, the rule is if you monster one, if you play one, you got to monster one. 3, 2, 1, go. So, don't tell anyone you saw it, but apparently there might be a surprise guest on tomorrow. That's the Sunday's battle. Look what I've spotted here. the war rhino. And if you want to, if it looks quite, you know, small, look how big it actually is. If I go right up to it, it's absolutely huge. So I believe it's going to be on the battlefield tomorrow. Good thing the video's not going up till afterwards. I'll be really told off. So it's Sunday morning. It's nice and quiet at the moment. This is the traders' quarter, I guess you can call it. So you can see some of the traders here, and they go all the way down there, and then there's kind of a square of them, and then all their cars and stuff are in the middle there. And then there's first aid and games operation desk god, and this of course was where the queues were that the little bit video earlier I did the other night was. So yes, all the traders. And then beyond the traders down there is Wintermark. Way beyond Wintermark there is Brass Coast, you'll remember this time from the last video. And then there'll be the grandstand way down there. And then up there you can just see the Hall of Worlds over in the distance. And then you've got the League of Marches there, and then Uruzen over there near the Hall of Worlds. So Sunday morning at the grounds gone really nicely after the wet weather at the very start of the event. So it's all good. So the refs are just dispersing. It's nearly 11 o'clock because they're going to go through the gate. You can see all the barbarian orcs, the monstering over there. I'm not allowed to turn the camera behind me and show you all of the players that are about to go through, but you might be able to hear them. Now they've gone quiet, typical. So obviously I'm only allowed to film the out-character bits. So basically the players will come through the sentinel gate to my left. They'll go across this little bit of out-character bit and the road. You can see how well the mud has cleared up on the roadway. And then they'll go through there to the outskirts of the Empire, where they will do their battle for whatever the battle is today, which I don't know what it is. So it's Sunday, or what time is it? It's about midday-ish, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, it's about midday-ish. I was going past the forge and it was uncharacteristically empty, so I thought I'd quickly nip in and say hi to the crew there. So, so how long have you been doing?
I've been at Anvil since 2017, and I've been in Bar since 2018.
And what's it like being on crew?
I love it.
Yeah. This is turning into a crew promo video, which is not meant to be a crew promo video. So can you just explain for people that have never been to Empire before what the forge actually is?
So the forge is an in-character but legally processed bar. So we have to do legal measures, we have to charge out of character money, and therefore it's a proper licensed bar within the Anvil setting.
Right, yeah. So the big difference is, unlike all the little taverns around all the nations that are run by players, this is run by PD crew, and this is the one that takes what we call barbarian coin, real money.
Yes. Yeah.
Cool. And what do you do? Do you get time off? What do you do in your time off? Do you go and hang out in Brass Coast, I'm guessing?
Sometimes, or sometimes just if it's very, we're tired, we just sit out the back. But no, yes, we try to go off to the nations and do what we can. We love walking around like the bar and going to the market and just generally milling around doing whatever we want to do. Some people have things that they do, like, they do possibly stuff they do.
Yeah, I think sometimes you have stuff for sale on here, don't you? Depending on which crew are on, presumably.
Yep.
And so your busiest time is presumably the evenings, isn't it?
To be very honest, our busiest time is Thursday evening.
Is it? Yeah, Thursday evening. So Thursday evening, of course, I've mentioned this in previous videos, timing isn't until 6 p.m. on Friday, but you can turn up early, pay a little bit of money, I think it's £15, I think it is these days, and then you get to come on Thursday, which gives you more time as players to actually set up. But it means you can also come to the bar and you can be out of character and meet all your mates up before you actually put your kit on the next day. Brilliant. Nice talking to you.
Thank you.
So I think that interview is probably the last clip we're going to have, apart from this one, on the video, because it's nearly time out now. This is one of the skirmish fields. And I don't think I'm going to get any more video footage in. So I hope you enjoyed this little video. There are other ones on my YouTube playlist. I didn't do an Anvil tour this time, but maybe I'll do one for the summer event. So yes, if you have come across this completely by chance, which seems a bit unlikely, then look up www.profounddecisions.co.uk and look up Empire LRP. I'm Paul. I'll see you next time. please comment below.